What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey672 coming to you guys with a video right now. So old setup right now. My phone does, well, it's actually higher because I can't plant the damn phone because it's a newer phone, skinnier phone, and usually you can just plant it. I don't have a case for it, so if this falls, I'm screwed. So I want to go and say that this is going to be my final decision of this draft coming up, and I think I just have this gut feeling, okay? I'm going to let you know who I think the Eagles are going to pick, why they're going to pick them for the best reason possible. We went out in free agency and got linebackers like crazy, okay? We went to Denver, got Corey Nelson, getting Paul Worlow from the Lions. Now I think we're good with Kendricks maybe moving, maybe not. We don't know. I think the Eagles are going to draft a safety this year. Give you a few reasons why. Number one, Malcolm Jenkins is getting old. Number two, Rodney Mcleod is going to cost too much next year. Now, there are three guys that I want to kind of talk about. Nothing crazy. I haven't watched too much tape on them, but I see why the Eagles are kind of interested in them. Jesse Bates from Wake Forest. Stanford's Justin Reed, of course, which we kind of already heard that the Eagles are very interested in. And getting Ronnie Harrison from Alabama has visited the Philadelphia Eagles facility on a little pre-draft visit. So these three guys are ball hawks. These three guys, what they have in common, these three guys, that they're very physical downfield tacklers. They're very physical. They don't miss tackles. They take very good angles. Very good angles when guys are breaking through the secondary, the second level, whether it's a running back, a wide receiver, whatever. They make very good tackles. They do a very good job. Jesse Bates is probably the guy I don't like as much, but I like the Justin Reed and I like the Ronnie Harrison a lot. The problem is that the corner position it's really, they have to fill that. Now, safety wasn't a need for us for a good amount of time. We've always had complete safeties. And when Rodney Mcleod signed, literally Rodney Mcleod was only known for that Emmanuel Sanders hit. That's all he was really known for. Now you have Malcolm Jenkins. He's getting older. They're moving him all over the field. They're probably going to sign some veteran safety to take his spot. Or they might draft a guy to take his spot starting-wise. Who knows? So Malcolm Jenkins has to move all over the field this year. He can play linebacker. He can play anywhere. And for his age and what he's been doing, he's been actually playing very fucking well. I know his play has gone down a little bit, but honestly, Malcolm Jenkins is too productive. He needs to play on a very good defense all around him. And he's a Pro Bowler, you know what I mean? So he hasn't won a Super Bowl since his rookie year with the Saints. Now, Ronnie Mcleod, on the other hand, like I just said, we all know him for the Emmanuel Sanders hit. That's why I had no idea who the fuck Ronnie Mcleod was until I saw that play, and I was like, oh, that's him. We thought that they would be the best safety tandem in the league. We thought maybe Ronnie Mcleod would piggyback off of Malcolm Jenkins and his experience, but he has really fallen very short. His first year at the Eagles was horrible. His second year was and I think his third year, he got a few picks off of pressure this year. He literally, off the defensive line pressure this year, the pass rush, he has gotten, 3 picks this year? I think 3. I forgot what games. I think Denver. I know the Cowboys. I forgot another game. But he's fast. He's got good speed. He can cover the field pretty well once in a while. He couldn't even cover Chris Hogan in the Super Bowl. He takes bad angles downfield. He can't tackle. He's caused way too much. He's let guys get into him. He's let wide receivers turn his hips. Way too much. So Rodney Mcleod, if we were able to let Rodney Mcleod go right now, if we just flat out released him, we only gain about $1.5 million in cap. Now that's not much, so you might as well keep him on the field this year. Now, next year for the 2019, the 2019 offseason, after this year, you will get approximately about $5.1 million in free cap space if you get rid of Rodney McLeod. So this year, you're not going to get much. You know, he's getting paid way too much. I don't see him being on this team next year. Rodney McLeod is definitely out the fucking door, not coming back. You know, so there's a lot that goes into this, okay? But the safety spot, they have to start working on. The linebacker spot, they're going to have to draft a linebacker this year. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Jordan Hicks, we don't know because of his fucking injuries, being injury prone to play the glass, a sheet of glass, whatever you want to call him. You know, you got Corey Nelson coming in, a hungry kid from Denver that's played on the team for a few years, only started 6 games, and he's got something to prove. He took the better deal. He took the deal. The fucking Denver Broncos and the Eagles put the same amount, same number, same money number towards each other, and you know, Corey Nelson picked the Eagles because it was his chance to start. It was his chance to get more playing time. It was his chance to hopefully become a star on this team. He's a good special teamer. He can do multiple things. And now you get Paul Warlow in here, which, you know, he played very good on the Falcons. You know, he went into free agency. Then the Lions signed him. Didn't really play too well. Didn't really play well at all. But I think Paul Warlow in a system that he can play inside, he can play outside. I think in a system, Paul Warlow can rejuvenate his career, and you know he can revive what he used to be, and you know, come in as a guy like, hey, he's coming in and he's gonna fill a spot. And I'm happy that we got linebackers now. We got 2 extra linebackers now. We got Kendrick still here so far, and Jordan Hicks is back. Nigel Brown got re-signed, so got plenty of fucking linebackers this year. I don't know. I think one's gonna be gone. I don't know. It seems like there's, you know, you need at least, 4 or 5, you know, about I would say 4 linebackers. I don't see them keeping 5. Maybe I'm wrong. So, between the linebacker spot being now, it's fine. I mean, we don't have a young franchise talent that, you know, Jordan Hicks is our young franchise talent, but, you know, he's not going to, between, you know, the pool accident with his hand and then the, you know, the Achilles injury. I mean, it's just, and then the pectoral injury last year. You know, it's just been a mess. And I you know, Jordan Hicks is a very good coverage tight end that can do a lot of things. But man, safety spot is going to be the next spot. Look, you look at the corner spot right now. Sidney Jones coming back. Darryl Worley gets fucking signed by the Torrey Smith trade, and now we get a lot more competition. But not only competition, but depth at corner, more depth at corner. You know, Patrick Robinson's not here anymore. That's fine. I wanted Nigel Bradham back anyway. Now, Sidney Jones coming back, doesn't have to do rehab his first offseason, not doing rehab. Going to be training hard. This is going to be his rookie year. We're going to see what he has. The top 10 pick in the draft. The kid has a lot to show. And honestly, for that Cowboys game that he did play, he didn't play that damn bad. So it's not like he got burnt for 200 fucking yards. It's not like, you know, he gave up like 4 touchdowns. He's not Bradley Fletcher giving up 4 touchdowns and fucking, you know what I mean, to one player the whole game. So I'm really excited about what this team has to bring this year. And for the safety spot is probably the next spot that we have to get together now. Now, Rodney McLeod is going to be gone next year. I'm giving you 100% Rodney McLeod is not going to be on this team next year. Hell fucking no. This is last year, so we better make it his best year. And, you know, I don't put any shade on him. I don't think he's a bad person. He is fucking, you know, he's very respectful. He's undrafted. He's done, you know, he's made he's done all he can with his career right now. But the Eagles are not going to pay him 5.1. Okay? Especially when you're missing tackles, you're getting your hips turned easily upfield, you're getting these wide receivers to catch these big passes. So now you bring in a safety that can actually start, because at least 2 of these guys, in Justin Reed and Ronnie Harrison, one from Alabama, one from Stanford, both of them could come in and play that role. They can come in and play that spot. You know what I mean? It's not, yeah, they can go out and sign a veteran safety if they want. They could. I mean, they probably still could till this time. I don't know. Because Corey Graham was one of the best signings they had, because it really allowed Malcolm Jenkins to freely move all over the field, because he could play corner, he could play safety. A lot of these guys here could play corner and safety. But right now, They want to fill that one spot, or maybe those 2 spots. Malcolm Jenkins is only going to play for a few more years. I'd say probably another 2 years. I think after that he'll be done. Might go to another team. I don't know. But Malcolm Jenkins has been one of my favorite players since we got him in free agency. And he's been the leader. He's been the guy that keeps the mold together, that keeps the gel together of this team. So I'm really excited. But I am saying this right now: the Eagles will draft the safety. I think the Eagles really have to draft the safety in the first round. Now, if they trade back, if they know they're going to pick up one of these guys and they have to trade back, it's fine. So if they can get a win-for-win deal and say, hey, we could trade back a few spots, and still get our guy and accumulate more picks in the second and third round, to hell, let's do it. So that's what I think about all that. And, that's about it. So the Eagles I really want the Eagles to draft the safety in the first round. I think it's definitely a need we need to do now, because any other position right now, I mean, the offensive line, sure, but not a strong offensive line class this year. Like last year was loaded last year. Offensive line talent, running back talent, you know what I mean? Had some wide receivers last year. This year, it's not strong. This draft is not strong. Not at all this year. And you're only going to pick a few wide receivers up, only pick a few tight ends up. You know what I mean? This is a good draft, at least to get somebody on defense, especially at safety. There's a good amount of good safeties out there that are getting picked, and these are the 3 that I've been reading about, that the Eagles have been very interested in. I've been watching a little bit of tape here and there, not crazy, but been watching a little tape here and there when I have time. So this is what I think about that, and that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think about these safeties. And do you think the Eagles should do this now? I think the Eagles should do this now. You have an aging safety in Malcolm Jenkins that, sooner or later is going to retire, and Rodney Mcleod is going to take way too much cap. $5.1 million hit next year, not going to happen. The Eagles will definitely trade him. Not trade him. The Eagles will just release him, whatever. They'll let him walk into free agency next year. So $5.1 million is way too much for Rodney Mcleod. He hasn't done much. He's helped, he's made plays, he's done things, but he's not doing enough. He's not living up to his contract. Another guy's not living up to his contract. So he will be probably gone off this team after next year, and they need to start figuring out the safety spot right now. So that's all I really got to say. So that's it. So let me know what you guys think about drafting the safety in the first round, or maybe if they trade back, draft him in the second, whatever it is, because we'll pick up because not a lot of teams are going after safeties this year. There's a lot of needs other teams are having. I think we could pick the right guy that can literally start this year or wait a year and start next year. So let me know. I will see you guys later. Shake, squad up, fly, Eagles fly, peace.